For today's video, I'm going to make a dress. I don't own a dress that I'm envisioning, so I'm actually taking 3 different articles of clothing that I have, and I'm gonna see if I can combine those together. So I'm taking a skirt of a dress that I like. I'm going to take the pattern of the bodice for the romper that I made in my last video, but I want a sweetheart neckline, so I'm going to have to figure out how to make that. And then I want puff sleeves for it. So I don't have anything that really has puff sleeves that I'm looking for, so I'm just going to use a shirt that has a little bit of one, and then I'm just going to add extra length on the top so I can pleat those together. Hopefully that works out, and then somehow attach it all. The dress I'm envisioning has a button placket all the way down. One dress that I do own that has that actually has a waistband, and the whole placket is extra fabric kind of sewn on top of the seam allowance. But I don't want the green fabric on the white, and I don't want the white on the green, so I'm actually going to separate those without a waistband. So I kind of looked around on Pinterest to see what kind of dresses, how they put those together. I wasn't able to find a lot, so I'm not sure if this is going to hurt me in the end, like the zipper the last time, or if it's going to turn out okay, but I figure I might as well just try it. So I'm going to show you the fabric and then get started. Okay, you gotta get off my fabric. I just ironed it. Go upstairs. What's upstairs? Oh, maybe there's something up there that you don't know about. You should go check. Go up there. There's drool. Is this a Farley break? All right, I got work to do. Get moving. I'm pinning the button placket. I can try it on and see if it actually fits properly or if I have to make any adjustments at all. What? now I'm going to sew everything together and, oh, do I want pockets? Is that even, I'm gonna have to make pockets. BRB. So I'm gonna start on my sleeves. I'm going to pleat the tops. Never done it before, so we'll see. I don't even know which one front or the back is. Did you have a nice dinner? I could hear you eating. Is that the usual? Yeah? Done. Now for the sewing part. Hello. Welcome to the show. There you go. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. So I have the cuffs done and I did the hem. Didn't turn out as bad. I don't know what I did, but it turned out exactly the same length all the way around. So I have no idea what happened. But hey, I'll take it. I don't have my buttonhole presser foot. Another thing I can't find anywhere. And anyways, I wanted to try doing it by hand. Change of scenery. I thought I would do the buttonholes outside, make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. It's a bit too windy, but I figured I might as well do this outside rather than inside. So I'm going to get started. It's pretty stressful. Terrified I'm gonna screw this up. Also, like, sewing anxiety is real. I woke up in the middle of the night crying, full on crying. He woke me up and was like, "What are you crying for?" And I was clutching my comforter saying, "I'm not gonna have my dragon skin sewn in time." No idea. I'm reading too much fantasy. And then also the stress of sewing clearly is getting to me. So yeah, my next video, maybe I'll be sewing dragon skin. Another thing I learned, don't put pins in your mouth when you're wearing lipstick. You can see Farley over here. He hates squirrels, and he sees them up in the tree, and you can see him jumping onto the tree, wishing he could climb it. Almost, baby. You almost got up that time. A dog could dream. done my first. Not as clean as I would like it to look. Maybe here's a tip. If you're new at this, like me, maybe start with the very bottom one and go up, because even though you should practice first, if you start on the bottom one, maybe your top one will look the most neat. I don't know. Trial and error. Okay, on to the next. Two done. And yes, the second one was way nicer. It's so pretty. Ain't that the cutest darn little buttonhole you ever did see? Why does that sound so dirty? Ah, it's so cute. First one is atrocious. By this rate, I'm going to be doing this in the dark. Do I need that many buttons? Do you think I could take off like 8 buttons out of the 12? Ooh, it could be like a Elizabeth Bennet riding coat. But I want a dress. Probably would have taken me a lot less time if I would have just looked for the button foot. Think of all the experience you're getting. It's actually kind of relaxing. I'm done. I'm actually extremely happy with the way it turned out. It's pretty much exactly the way I envisioned it. Ran into a few issues, but nothing too big. I'm shocked that I was able to take, sleeves from one dress, a bodice that I made myself, and a skirt from another dress, and it all worked out in the end. There are a few issues, little fixes that I could probably make. This button I find is a little too tight, so maybe I can take out the seam on either side just a little bit to give it a little bit more room. The sleeves are a little uneven, but not too noticeable, which is great, especially with my hair because it covers it for the most part. The armbands, they were an afterthought, so they are a little tight, but I'm assuming the more I wear it, they'll stretch out a little bit more. The hem turned out perfectly. I had to go in and fix the buttonholes. They were a little too long, so the buttons were just slipping out of the buttonhole. I'm not sure if that's because it's a shank buttonhole and maybe I was supposed to make them smaller, but that's what it seems like. So I just went in around the top and I just sewed them closed a little bit. What else did I learn? The neckline actually was a little tricky to do. It's something with the corners, so I'm going to have to look into how I do that, if I'm supposed to snip them, and I'm not really sure. So that's something I'm going to have to research. Things I had trouble with. Saying button placket. So I'm making the bucket. The bucket. Or the bucket. The bucket. The bucket. What, the button placket. My next video will be out next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. You're getting a haircut. Haha. What did I say? Take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. No, why am I like this?